Hello, it's MCPE and welcome back to another episode of Simply Survival. This is the series where we like to show you tips, tricks and tutorials, and of course we like to do this in complete survival. In today's video I'm going to be showing you a mob head farm. Now I'd love to say it's an all mob head farm, but unfortunately we cannot get the dragon head from this farm. You have to go all the way to the end cities to get that one. But I believe every other obtainable head you can get from this farm that I'm going to show you today. And to top it off, it is super simple because of course that is what we love on Simply Survival. First of all, I'm going to show you how this thing works, and then I'm going to show you exactly how to build it. So we've arrived at the mob head farm. As you can see behind me, I've got 4 mob heads that you can obtain via this farm. Now, I did notice something a little bit strange about these mob heads. I'm not sure if it's like the way that I placed them or something, but you can see that these are hollow underneath, but the creeper and the zombie one, it's just not hollow at all. I'm not really sure why that is. A little bit strange though. Let me explain exactly what this is. Basically, this is a combination of my super simple mob farm and my super simple creeper farm with a really small bit of redstone to allow us to shock the creepers, making charged creepers. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. We basically combine all of that together, and voila, we have a mob head farm. So I kind of had this farm in my head for a little while, but since that OP XP glitch came out, I kind of had to, like, hold this off until now. Like I said, it's basically a creeper farm, a mob farm, connected to the nether. And yeah, you can see our charged creeper in there. Well, we got a couple in there waiting to be blown up. We've also got a bunch of mobs, as you can see: skeletons, zombies, creepers, and wither skeletons. This in turn will give us a bunch of loot. As you can see, I've already been able to get 56 wither skulls. To get this thing working, you're going to want a flint and steel. It's kind of, you got to be a little bit quick, but you do have a second chance if you mess it up. So we're going to press this button, crouch, and then we're going to light one of those creepers. And down here, as you can see, the explosion's so big, it does take out a little bit. I did try and make it look a little bit better for the video, but as you can see, the explosion is so big, it just literally takes out, like, whatever you build. Although, if you put waterlog stuff, it does, like, protect it, so that might be a good idea. And if we come down here, you can see everything. Oh, damn, we've even got another creeper already in there. So, if we look how much that explosion got us, you can see we've literally got a stack of wither skulls now. This thing is literally so nice. And we've got a bunch of other skulls as well, not to mention the loot from the drops. I need some coal, and I also need gunpowder all of the time. So, I mean, this farm is pretty good, to be fair. Now, because there's a gap here, and this isn't solid, I think that's why that's not collecting. But the easiest thing to do there is simply go like that, and you will collect any stuff that's not been collected. So let me show you in a little bit more detail how this thing exactly works. You can see here we've got a mob farm. This is a all mob farm. The reason I've just done singular gaps is because you can't get mob heads from spiders, so I don't really care if the spiders were to not be able to get down there, if that makes sense. This is the creeper side, as you can see. The only difference is trapdoors on the roof of this farm, and of course buttons on the floor. This just prevents any other mobs apart from creepers. You do get the occasional spider, but the amount that you get, it really doesn't affect the farm that much. Again, I do have plans to extend this. I was pretty happy to see this work so well, considering the fact that both of those mob farms are very small. I thought at least you would have to do the same as I did in the previous videos, but I decided to just do them a quarter of the size, and it seemed to work fine. But like I said, I am going to extend them. Okay, so what I've done is take out my wither skulls that I already have acquired from the collection system, and what I'm going to do is go AFK in the overworld for 5 or 10 minutes, and then we are going to go collect some wither skeletons, and you will finally see how we get the wither skeletons in our kill chamber. So yeah, I'll be back in 5 minutes. 5 minutes is up, and by the sounds of it, we do have some mobs. We have some creepers in the creeper slot. All we need to do is wait for the rain, and then we can press that, and it will turn them to charge creepers. I should also mention, if it thunderstorms, these things will go to charge creepers automatically. So, I mean, this thing is a automatic charge creeper farm, which is pretty nice. Also, if we look down here, we can see... Oh, damn. Dude, how many creepers are in there? What the... Alright, we have another ton of creepers. For some reason, no other mob apart from a creeper spawned. At least, I think I can hear a spider, but... Dude, that's crazy. So, this side's set up. All we need to do is wait for the rain. But right now, I'm going to show you how we're going to acquire some wither skeletons. After thinking long and hard about what would be the simplest but most efficient way to get a bunch of wither skeleton skulls, I mean, I really couldn't be bothered to do a load of spawn proofing around a nether fortress, but I think I came up with a fairly good system. And to show you how good the system is, I'm going to do this for 20 minutes and see exactly how many wither skeletons we can get. Now, this is a slightly dangerous system, kind of, but for you guys that know, I am not the best at, like, PvP or fighting or just any, like, bad situations, you know? You might have even seen me dying or jumping into the void on Hive. I'm just bad at fighting and PvP, alright? But, I mean, this method, even for me, is not that bad. I'm that confident that I'm just going to leave these in my inventory. I would say it's important to have some food and a sword, just in case. You will inevitably get yourself a bunch of blaze rods doing this method. Other than that, bring yourself a full suit of armor, and you're ready to go. Basically, what we're going to do is be trapping them in this trap, and they're simply going to walk into the kill chamber themselves. So, I'm going to catch a wither skeleton once, just to show you how this is done. Again, I am on hard mode, but you could go ahead and put it on easy. It really doesn't matter, but I'm going to do it on hard just to show you how, well, easy this actually is. Basically, we are going to encounter other mobs like, you know, that magma block or whatever it's called. I hate those things. They are one of the worst mobs in this game. But what we basically want to find is a wither skeleton that is going to chase us. Now, what I've done is clear a nice circle. Oh, there's one right there. We need that guy. Both of those guys. So, we're going to go back around here. Now, there is... Oh, Blaze. Blaze. We're going to take out the Blaze. And actually, we're going to go for this guy instead. So, you can let them hit you once. It really doesn't matter if you've got, like, one armor on. The effect won't kill you. And all you need to do is not even fully sprint backwards. If you fully sprint, they tend to lose track of you. So, don't even fully sprint backwards. And then all we're going to do is lure this guy to our trap. Like I said, you don't even need to fully sprint. You can literally just walk, and those guys will run after you and literally walk into our kill chamber. So, that's the plan. I'm going to do this for 20 minutes, and at the end of that 20 minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how many skulls that we've got. Of course, every single skeleton that we acquire and make go in our kill chamber will give us a skull. This is a 100% drop rate, because of course we're using a charged creeper. So yeah, I'll see you in 20 minutes. So, I've spent 20 minutes collecting wither skeletons, and now it's time to go back through the portal. Now, this farm is only one portal. There is no safe portal for us to go back through. However, I mean, it's pretty safe. I'll show you how we're going to do this, but I'll talk about this more once I get onto the building process. But right now, what we want to do is jump into the trap and face this piece of dirt. We're then going to walk backwards. And then, of course, once we are in the overworld, we want to walk forwards, okay? So, that's exactly what I'm going to do. Oh, damn, a blaze. What the? That's not supposed to happen. Run away from that. You don't want to, like, catch on fire because, yeah, that's additional damage. And, of course, the effect itself won't actually kill you. But maybe if you get hit by a blaze, then maybe yes. I've never had a blaze in here. So, I could have, I suppose, kept him as, like, a little friend. But that's rather dangerous. Now, all I need to do is hit the remaining skeletons into the trap, like that. And we can go check down here to see how many we've actually got. And by the looks of things, that thing is rammed. But we will know the exact amount of numbers once we blow this thing up. Now, all we've got to do is wait for the rain to charge our creepers. And of course, it is simply survival, so it shouldn't take that long at all. But whilst we're waiting for the rain, I mean, there is a big tip that you should know. You really don't want to be leaving this area, especially if you're on a realm. Now, the reason I've made this with one single portal and not have a save portal like all the way over there, which I originally wanted, the reason I've done that is because when I had a portal all the way over there, the mobs kind of just like despawned because I came back through that portal. I was just too far away. And then when I brought the portal closer, the mobs literally came through the wrong portal. So it was kind of just like, dude, so annoying. So eventually I came up with this one portal design. This one will work on both single player worlds, meaning normal solo worlds, and of course realms as well. I think this one will work on servers. In fact, I'm pretty certain it will. So yeah, they're the tips. All I need to do now is, you know, wait for the rain. We have no rain, but I can totally make it rain with the SKULLS, which is pretty nice. Rain. Rain. Now. Rain. Alright, I'm going to fish the rain out of the sky. Rain. Fishing rain in 1, 2, 3. Now. Alright, it didn't work. Damn it. Rain. I offer you this bow for rain. I offer you these arrows. It worked! Oh, damn! It worked! Jeez Louise! We are in the rain! Alright, alright. Oh, damn. It's totally raining. Right, now, all we need to do is pull this switch, and it will totally turn those into charged creepers. As you can see. Now comes the fun bit. We need to press that button and totally light one of these creepers with this flint and steel, and then blow up everything that's in our kill chamber, and then we'll find out exactly how many wither SKULLS we got in 20 minutes. So let's go ahead and do this. Alright, I got it. Oh, damn. I think I got it. Nice. Alright, there's a charge creeper in there, which will come in handy for next time. Not really sure why that didn't die. And here the SKULLS come. So, we're on 10 at the moment. Pretty good. Roll into 20. Pretty good. 25. Oh, damn. 28. We got a couple of creeper ones going in there as well. And that looks like the lot. So not too bad. We got 28 wither SKULLS. An additional little bit of coal. And a couple other SKULLS there. And not to mention, we've got one ready for... Oh no. As I was about to say, we've got one ready for next time. I'm going to patch this up right now. So up here, I've just noticed this little bit of damage. The creeper explosions are really crazy, alright? So I'm probably going to like fix that. Probably add an additional bit of obsidian. As you can see, I don't want that creeper to see me too much. But this thing is completely made out of obsidian. The portal's now gone out, but I mean, I can just light this again. It's not a massive deal. So now you should understand how this thing works. Right now, I'm going to show you how to build it. So what I've done is come in a copy of Simply Survival before I actually built this farm. I'm also in creative to make this a little bit faster. I don't want this video to drag on all day. The materials you are going to need are as followed. Now, as far as the obsidian and the wood and these blocks, they are just a guesstimate, but you won't need any more than that to build this specific farm. Everything else you're 100% gonna need. This is a channeling trident, if you couldn't tell. I mean, there is no way for you to tell. So yeah, you're gonna need a channeling trident for this. Step number 1, you're gonna want to look around your fortress just to find a place where you actually want to place your trap. Now, I picked it down here purely for the fact that I could run around the rest of the fortress, and by the time that I got down here, the rest of the mobs would simply despawn. So that's why I picked this corner down here. And after that, once you picked where you want to build it, simply first of all just build a normal portal, and then we can go through to the other side. When we come through to the other side, it will look like this. What I did was simply remove the top half of this portal and simply dig down like so. And that is exactly where I put the new location of my portal. So now if we were to light this and go through it, it will go through to that other portal. Of course, at some point we will go and make the trap, but right now let's focus on this side. Now we know where our kill chamber is going to be. It's actually going to be these 2 blocks. So what I would suggest is going down at least 4 blocks, no more than 4, because you don't want them to take too much damage, but this should be a-okay. At this point, if you hadn't guessed it already, what I would do is simply pad out this entire kill chamber with obsidian. At this point, you should have something that looks a little bit like this, and I'm just going to break this so we don't have to listen to the sound of that portal. Now, the location of this kill chamber will actually give us the location of where we want our creeper farm and mob farm. Strangely enough, because I'm just an idiot, I don't know why I didn't build them symmetrical. I kind of built my creeper farm that side and my mob farm that side diagonally. So on my specific farm, there is no single AFK spot, which is, I know, I'm a bit of an idiot. However, to simply fix that, you would put them in the same direction. So you would have your creeper farm, say, like in this direction here, and your mob farm here as well. So let me show you exactly how we're going to work out where that's going to be. So we know that water runs 8 blocks. So we're going to want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and of course 8. Now if we get one of our waters, of course you could go and make yourself a source block of water out the way at this point. If we place our water just to make sure that that's right, you can see that that is not going to overspill or spillage into the kill chamber. We can also go and add another one just to make that full, like so, and we're going to do the exact same thing onto this side. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Water and water. And of course, there will never be any spillage. So an idea for you guys that probably would be better, I would probably go ahead and add even more obsidian. You've seen on that final explosion that I showed you on my farm, I mean, we did have some damage around. So perhaps around here, add some more obsidian, you know, just link it up so it's like one continuous room of obsidian. So like even like these bits and this bit and maybe even some underneath the water. Just don't be too stingy with the obsidian because of course we know how powerful these explosions are going to be. So the next step would be to build your mob farm and your creeper farm, one each side. Of course, you can fully expand these. I have a video for both and I'm going to put both of them in the description below. But I've done this just to give you a rough idea of what it will look like. As you can see, I've used water streams to simply allow me to collect mobs into my obsidian kill chamber. Now, this is the normal mob farm. At least this side will be the normal mob farm, and the other side over here, which is a little bit underground, as you can see. So yeah, this is the mob side and this is the creeper side. As you can see, I've just removed this so you could see it a little bit better, but we would make this exact same mob farm this side, but with the addition of some trapdoors and buttons on the floor and ceiling. Remember, both of those tutorials in detail are in the description below. It would just take a little bit of a long time for me to do like a full mob farm as well as this. Remember, you don't have to build full-size mob and creeper farms. The one on my realm is literally, I don't know, about 8 platforms each, which is really not that big. It didn't take me that long at all to build them. But like I said, just for speed, I didn't want to like build all that in this video, especially when I've already got videos on them. Next, what I would do is just come inside your kill chamber like this, and see the portal? We're going to knock out 2 blocks. This is going to be our little escape chamber for when the wither skeletons come through here, and then of course we can start making our little room down here. Remember, the explosion is going to take out quite a lot, so I mean you could dig out a fair bit if you really wanted to. Just make sure you're not going into your mob or creeper farm. Okay, so I've made myself a little staircase out like so, and I'm also right next to my kill chamber, so now I can literally walk in and out of this and escape like so. Might want to remove that block. At this point, just remove a couple blocks so we can see this stream. It's going to be the bit where we're going to light our creepers. So go ahead and like get ready to, you know, be able to light through there. Half slab that up if you really want. Again, it probably is going to get blown up. Same with any of these blocks. I mean, it's probably best to have these as obsidian. And just before this block with the half slab, we're going to go 1 and 2, just like that. And what that's going to do is stop our creepers from coming through. Simply have a block here. I've replaced that piece of dirt for a piece of cobblestone. Again, you could do this with obsidian if you really wanted to. Piece of redstone on top of that block. Piece of redstone down there like so. And all the way across, down like that, like that. And of course, we're going to go up here. And we want a piece of redstone on this block. Actually, I think this needs to be glass, like that. Feel free to just, you know, cover this up. As you can see, very, very simple redstone, right? Finish that off with a piece of glass there and a piece of glass there. That will allow the redstone current to just keep flowing. Block any bits up that we don't want. And now we're going to grab a button. Another thing that I forgot to add in the stuff that we need. But, I mean, it's only a button. You can use a wooden one. And once we press that, both of those gates will open. Just enough time to let a creeper through. At this point, you're going to want to grab your sticky piston, simply place it there like so. Now, on the face of that, you're going to want a lightning rod, and above that lightning rod, you want to bust out any blocks. On my realm, what I've done is actually made a tower like this, because I thought it might help with, like, the light, which will help your mob farms, but I'm not really sure. You could do this if you really want. It could be pointless, though. Now, what I'm going to do is simply add a redstone clock to the back of this piston. Piece of redstone. On the other side of this one, we're going to want a torch. And in the middle, we're going to want a repeater. And then finally, a block here. And you can see that that will constantly go back and forward. Like so. We can turn that system off with a simple lever. At this point, you can come above your piston in that hole that you made. And simply aim. Well, maybe not right now. If we just remove this for a second, and then we're going to add this trident. We want to make sure that the trident is hitting the face of the piston and of course the lightning rod as well, just like that. Now we can link that up again. So just as an example, keep an eye out at the lightning rod. If we turn that on, we have now made ourselves a little lightning machine. And dude, that is so loud. Oh, damn. Like I said, if it is thunderstorming, all the lightning bolts will come to this on its own. So, I mean, all you have to do is wait, and this thing will be fully automatic. After this, you are pretty much ready. All you need to do is seal that back up, let the water flow. Of course, at this point, your creeper farm and mob farm will be fully connected. And now, all we actually have to do is make our wither skeleton trap. And to do that is so simple. Remove that first portal that we made, like so, and simply dig yourself a little hole in the location of where that portal was. I've just dug a 2x4 hole or something like that. This time, I'm going to make the portal 3 wide, just to make it an even fit for this corridor. Move out of the way, pig. It should look a little bit like this. So, for this, I'm just going to remove that to make it a little bit easier. At this point, you're going to need to make your logs into some trapdoors, but you would have already done that and should have some trapdoors on hand. And you're simply going to need 6 trapdoors, okay? So we're going to go 1, 2, and 3, like so. And of course, 1, 2, and 3 on the face of that portal, like so. Get yourself any random blocks of choice. I'm just going to use obsidian, 1, and 2, and 1, and 2. This is going to prevent the wither skeletons from getting past either side and go straight down into our trap. Additionally to this, I'm just going to clear up the back so I've got somewhere to chill. Now, the only place I did mob spawn is above it. And, yeah, I didn't have to do much at all. Just a few little bits of slabs. I did a bit of slabbing down there. But you can see if I go down to my main fortress, this bit is started to be slabbed. This bit over here was completely slabbed, but I just couldn't be bothered to do it anymore. The amount of slabbing you've got to do for some of these fortress farms is just like, it's so long. I would actually recommend slabbing this little area just so no mobs like come on the home run whilst you're dragging the wither skeletons to their death. One last thing you could do is remove a little section here. You could do it both sides if you really wanted to, like this, and then just go up and add some ladders. This will give you a little bit of a getaway plan if you get stuck or anything. And of course, now you've got access to the portal as well. One final thing, you need to know what direction you will be facing when you go through. Now, fortunately enough, because I built this one before, I already know. So just for a little bit of testing, I'll show you this. Again, I know I have to walk in backwards like this. You're going to want to thoroughly make sure you know the exact direction you're going to want to be in for a safe exit on the other side. Remember, if you go in the wrong direction, you're going to end up in the kill chamber and you're going to end up dead. Probably. Finally, to collect your items, you're going to want to come underneath the obsidian. So you're going to want to find those final pieces of obsidian, like so. That's the bottom bit. And then we're simply going to want an L shape like that and remove those two. Get yourself a chest, double chest in there like so. Crouch space, hopper. And then in that corner, place yourself a rail. On top of the hopper, place yourself a rail. Go ahead and place yourself a minecart with hopper there. Link it up in the corner, then another hopper minecart, and finally add your final rail. And that will continuously go round and round, and yeah, should collect all your skulls. You could also add that bit that I have in there, so you could have a second chance if you miss the lighting of the creeper. But remember, if you have this gap, you could get some explosion damage. And there we have it. I think I've covered all the information that you're going to need to be able to make this pretty simply. Again, I do hope that this helps you out in your world. I will catch you on the next one.